52-year-old Lee Carter is behind bars for kidnapping a pregnant woman and holding her captive and assaulting her in his garage for years. On the 5th of January 2024, authorities found Lee at a motel in Houston, Texas, and was arrested and charged with aggravated kidnapping. Authorities said that Lee found the victim panhandling while driving along a major Genoa road in Houston, Texas. He pulled over and approached the woman and gave her $1 and offered to help her if she got in his car. She accepted, and he drove her back to his home at 5251 Perry Street in Houston, Texas, where Lee held her against her will for 4 to 5 years. The woman told police that Lee forced her to have sex with him, make her take drugs, and prevented her from leaving the house by locking her inside a garage. The woman said she did not have a shower in the garage, so from time to time Lee would allow her to leave the room to shower. The woman said she never saw anyone else in the home while she was kept there, but could hear Lee arguing with other women while she showered. She said on numerous occasions, when Lee would take her from the garage to the home, she attempted to run away and escape. Each time Lee would run after her, grab her and return to the garage and lock her inside again. The woman said she pleaded with Lee to let her go, but she was threatened with physical violence. She said that when she begged him to let her leave, Lee would force her to take pills along with crack cocaine and other illegal drugs, causing her to become physically unable to leave. She said she told Lee on numerous occasions that she didn't want to take drugs, but continued to force her to take them. She said that Lee provided her with chips and snacks for food, but she was hardly able to get a full meal. When she spoke to police, the woman said she had not showered in almost 2 months. The woman said she was able to escape once before, but ended up in hospital, and Lee came and picked her up and locked her in the garage again. He then put boards up on the exterior of the garage window to prevent her from escaping again. Authorities said that on the 7th of April 2023, Lee allowed the victim to use his laptop, where she used the TextNow application to contact police and tell them that she was being held against her will. Officers responded to Lee's property and rescued the woman from the garage. Inside the garage there was a makeshift toilet that did not flush, a sink with water that dripped, a mattress covered with vomit, and assorted chips and a few Twinkies. Officers noted that the victim was extremely malnourished, weighed about 70 pounds and had a pungent stench. Her clothes were very dirty and she had no shoes. Even though the victim was rescued, authorities said that they do not know her current location. Her identity has not been released, and it's unclear what happened with her pregnancy. On the 5th of January 2024, police conducted a welfare check at Lee's residence after someone reported seeing a TV on and hearing a dog barking. Officials said they were concerned because they hadn't heard from the victim. Police responded to Lee's residence and found a dog inside the garage, feces on the floor in an empty room with a TV on. The dog was rescued and no one else was found. Lee was located at a local motel later that day and was taken into custody. He was charged with aggravated kidnapping and he's been held at the Harris County Jail on a $100,000 bond. If released, he'll have to wear a GPS tracker and is prohibited from having contact with the victim. Authorities said that an arrest warrant was filed against Lee in April of 2023 after the woman was rescued. It's unclear how Lee was able to avoid arrest for 9 months since. Lee is employed as a real estate broker and has 7 children, ranging from 1 to 31 years old. He also performs as a rapper in the Houston area under the stage name Viper. The investigation into the matter continues. A 35-year-old man is behind bars after he broke into a home and raped a 12-year-old girl in her bedroom while her parents were asleep, threatening to kill the child if she screamed. At 7:46 a.m. on the 2nd of December, authorities responded to residents in the Blair Hills neighborhood of Culver City, California, on reports of a sexual assault. When officers arrived, they made contact with the 12-year-old victim and her parents. Investigators determined that between 2 to 3 a.m., the perpetrator entered the home through an unlocked balcony door at the back of the home. He then went through the grandparents' bedroom, before entering the girl's bedroom where he carried out the assault on the juvenile for more than 4 hours. During the assault, the suspect told the girl that there was a shooter at her window and that she'll be killed if she screamed. At around 7 a.m., the suspect exited the home through the front door and fled the scene on foot. The victim's parents said that their daughter woke them up that morning and immediately told them they needed to call 911. Detectives later identified Marcus Maldonado as the suspect through DNA evidence that linked him to the crime scene. A neighbour's security camera also filmed him leaving the victim's home after the break-in and assault. On Thursday the 4th of January, Marcus was arrested in the Santa Clarita area while aboard a Bakersfield-bound bus along the Interstate 5 freeway. Officers pulled the bus over and Marcus was taken into custody. He's charged with aggravated sexual assault of a child, with bond set at $1,250,000. Authorities said that Marcus had been staying at a downtown Los Angeles hotel prior to his arrest. There's no evidence indicating that Marcus knew the girl, and police believe there may be more victims. The investigation into the matter continues.